of when I started my company, I wanted to make sure from day one that it would be profitable. Now, at the same time though, being a benefit corporation and that I want to be in a mission-based business, it's not always about the bottom line. Providing healthier foods to consumers and following the sustainability, green practices that we were doing just didn't seem enough for my company and what I wanted to do. So although we are small, I decided to provide 1% of my net sales towards regenerative ag and to help mitigate climate change. More and more consumers are expecting companies to care more about the welfare of our planet, so it made sense to me. There are plenty of companies that can still make a profit and still do what we're doing through grounded growth and helping Justin out, because I am profitable and I'm able to give 1% of my net sales. So that's important to me, and it's important to my company and to our brand. It's important to the consumers. Transparency is also important. So being able to work directly with Justin and knowing that he uses the regenerative farming practices, and adding the nutrients to the soil and trapping the greenhouse emissions gas in the soil is very valuable in developing our brand. So we're thankful for the creation of Grounded Growth Network and what you guys are doing to bring us together. And that's where we're at.
There are some differentiating things that we're doing on our farm that are very specific, and I think that are making a real impact on the environment, not only that are going to benefit my family and my local community, but the global community as well. And I think that's where this partnership, even though we're not to the point of fully pulling through and identity preserving products from our farm to these two brands, even though we're not to that point at this point, the consumers and customers of these two brands are, through their purchasing, making a real impact right now on some really complicated issues that we do have some solutions to that just need to be implemented and scaled.
I really like Justin's comments about needing to make sure that this was something that his family and his business, his farm, could afford. And it goes back to my finance background of when I started my company. I wanted to make sure from day one that it would be profitable.
Instead of a transactional based economy, which we're operating in today, it becomes a relational based economy where we all have things at stake. We all have a vested interest in the success of my farm. I have a vested interest in the success of Celia and Jen's food companies. I have a vested interest in the health of their consumers.
We provide gluten-free pizza crusts and flatbreads. We sell them mostly to food service. We're getting into retail. I didn't want them just to be gluten-free, so I wanted them to cross over other needs that consumers had that I saw, and that was allergen-free and vegan, and then I'll also be adding the organic part of it. And now, with the help of Grounded Growth Network and Justin, I'll be able to also provide consumers with a product that is helping with the planet and regenerative agriculture. You know, I think it's best for a company to start out when they're smaller, doing what they want to do instead of going down a road that later on they can't, it costs them a lot more money to have to change their internal systems. So I wanted to start from the beginning and do it the right way, the way we wanted to do it.